Hello everyone, and welcome to Behind the Games, where your host Fabjan talk about the game world, such as new releases, news, deals and much more. Unfortunately Fabjan is away, so Daniel will be taking over for this episode. Today I will be going one-on-one with an up-and-coming indie game dev, Alakov. Alakov, tell us a bit about yourself.
Thank you, Fabjan. I'm an indie game developer from Canada. I started game development at 6, making games from scratch, and then moved to Roblox game development. But now I use Unity and I'm learning the C# coding language.
Interesting. So now that our viewers know a little more about you, explain a bit of game design.
Okay, game design is the making of a video game. There are different components to game design. One of the components are the 4 major roles in making a game. First role is 3D designer. 3D designers make all the game objects like guns, decorations, buildings, and levels. The second role is material designer. They make the 3D objects look better than the default texture, which is usually white. They usually make 3 textures for one object. The base map, which is the main color and image, the noise map, which adds indents and bumps, and the metallic map, which adds a metallic look to anywhere on that object. The third role is sound designer. They make games less eerie or quiet. They make sounds like bullets, movement, and music. The last, but the best role is the coder. Coders take all the components for the ideas in games and turn it into a working thing. They make stuff like movement, NPCs, AIs, and many more. But as a one-man developer, you have to take almost all of these roles, which is challenging. But most indie developers are dedicated to making these games.
Whoa, I didn't even know that. So how are these games run?
Games run on engines, or known as game engines. Game engines take all your code, 3D models, and other components and put them into a game. Indie developers usually use a game engine made by someone else because how hard it is to make an engine. There are 2 main public game engines, Unity and Unreal Engine. There isn't much difference between Unity and Unreal, but Unity is easier for game developers and gives more packages to build off, like VR packages. But Unreal focused on more better looking graphics and more templates. It's also focused on FPS, which is first person shooter.
Which engine do you use?
I like Unity since its simplistic design. There are more tutorials focused on Unity, but I'll try out Unreal Engine.
Great. Some of our viewers want to know what stuff to use if they want to start game development and if they could start.
I think anyone with knowledge on using a computer, typing, and testing can start game development.
So what would be a place to start with game development? Like what tutorials, what engine, and anything else?
Unity is a great engine. The reason is what I talked about earlier. It's an easier UI and gives more variety for your games. And I also recommend a YouTuber called Brackies. He has amazing game development tutorials and many more templates.
Great. So could you tell us a bit about your game? From what I heard, I'm pretty excited for its release.
Sure, this game is a low graphic first person shooter with campaign and level building, which are the 2 targeted modes I want in the game.
Yes, you heard that, level building, which was a surprise for me, especially for your first game. I might make a level in the game.
Yeah, my first published game will have building, but I don't expect it to be in the initial release, but I'll try my hardest to make a level designer for you guys.
Whoa, I can't wait. So I want to know what game mechanics are in it.
The game mechanics are shooting in first person, but the big mechanics are portals and grenades that launch you. I feel like I want it to be unique and make a not so seen game mechanic. I expect the game to have an early access release in about 1 month, so be ready. I'm excited for this release and I can't wait to finish, so you guys can play.
Same here. And you can add it to your wishlist with the link in the description. That's it for BTG. I hope all of you have a wonderful day. Always remember to keep on gaming.
Bye.